welcome to You at Home. Are you ready for an adventure? Well, we're on location at Flint Embers. What is it? Well, come with me and I'll take you on a tour. All right, folks, you are about to meet the crew at Flint Embers. So here's Adrienne.
Hi.
Taylor.
Hello.
And Kane. Now you're the store manager, Adrienne, so who are these lovely people?
Right. So I'm Adrienne. I'm the store manager of Flint Embers, and we have Taylor Sumner, Kane Wood, and
that is about it right now.
about it.
I know.
Yeah.
Okay, so Taylor, what is your specialty here?
I'm the inventory manager, so basically I take care of all the ordering. I make sure that all the customers' requests are met. Anyone who has a special request, so if someone's hurting, they want CBD or CBD gummies, we listen to them as soon as possible. We bring in their request and we give them a call, and that's completely how our menu is curated, especially for the people.
Wow, okay. Kane?
I'm the social media marketing manager. I take care of a lot of the industry relationships as well as reaching out and educating our current demographic through social media.
Okay, so we'll talk more to you about all of your areas of expertise. So let's go to you, Adrienne. How did Flint and Embers come to be?
right. Flint Embers was opened in May of 2020 by a group of about 6 individuals who no longer work with us and PEGWIS treaty. We are owned by our parent company, CPIC, and we tend to make all the decisions in-house regarding cannabis accessories, and any Indigenous retail and Indigenous entrepreneurs. When it got started, we were hoping to make it more of a technological place where we have touchscreens and like tablets and everything's very high tech and all that, but we found that more so of our customers just want to go back to their roots, have bud, have flower, and have good connections with our employees. And we're very committed to making our community feel safe and making our Indigenous customers feel welcome.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that is really interesting. This is my first time in a cannabis store, and I had no idea, and I was blown away. So Taylor, spilling off on what Adrienne now has said, with the new kind of way of thinking, what is the most popular? And how has this kind of increased use of cannabis?
Well, that's there's so much I can say, because when you go back to Prohibition, you get all the legacy users. We have legacy users that love the mainstream of the strains. So you get like Afghani Kush, you get your Cambodian Kush. These are all the landrace legacy strains, and that's mainly what all of these requests are for, to meet that demand. And when we're able to bring in that mix of the culture, carry it on with this modernized way of indigenizing the cannabis industry, you get like this huge glow from the customers. And it's like there's a certain engagement brought into the whole mix, because you're creating this culture that's so accepting, and you're carrying on all of the legacy landrace strains. You're communicating to the consumers that if you want this, we'll bring it in. When you know that you smoked this before, we're always going to bring it in. We're always going to make sure that it's a popular strain like Super Lemon Haze. We'll bring that in.
Yeah.
It's all for the customers.
These names are like sound great.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Kane too, now distilling myths, and I mean Taylor spoke so passionately about the Indigenous connection, and now trying to relay that message and educate the rest of us through social media must be really cool.
Yeah, so it is really cool. Coming back to what they said, like we have a lot of kind of new users who used a long time ago, and when we're talking about the modern cannabis kind of world, it's all different stuff. It's all kind of new stuff where there's like infused THCA diamond pre-rolls. What is that? What is live terp resin infused concentrate? Yeah. So when people hear that, they're just like, well, it's like rocket science to them. So when I'm going through social media, I just really want to educate our consumers just so they're not as intimidated going to the cannabis store, because they're like, I do get a lot of customers are like, yeah, I don't know what's new nowadays. I don't know what you guys are kids talking about. So it's just really kind of like bringing them in and making sure they're not as intimidated as they were, because it really is. and then I try to educate them through social media. It's like putting out just like educational stuff for our customers so they can find what they're looking for in simple terms as well.
Well, and that's just it, is education. And now, what has been the feedback? You're in this community, right? Just almost into St. James, I call it. I guess it's west. West
The
side.
West End.
The West
Wolseley.
End.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So, what has the feedback been from this community? And are you getting people across the city?
So far, it's been very positive. The feedback has been well received. We get a lot of seniors in, a lot of people from Wolseley that have kind of gotten older, from the 80s, their hippy dippy days. They're ready to smoke pot. We get a lot of people, from all over the city. We get people from Selkirk because we are the only treaty location in Winnipeg to get weed and to get it tax-free. So we get a lot of status members, a lot of band members, right, from Peguis or from other places all over that come to purchase weed with us. And what we see feedback-wise is very good. We do a 10% off for all people 55 plus because we try to give back to our elders. We try to come from a place of the 7 sacred teachings, and when it comes to our business practices, our rules and what we try and do, our policies, we always try to be kind first, firm but kind. And it's been really good so far.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you really are giving back to the community in a big, huge sense.
We try hard to,
Yeah. So don't go away because you're going to learn more about Flint and Embers, and not only about what they do here, but more again on how they're giving and how they're supporting not only people, but businesses. You're watching You at Home.
Girl, you know what's up. Ooh, say what, say what, say what. Girl, you know what's up. Ooh, say what, say what, say what. So tell me what's up.
Welcome back to Hugh at Home. Now we are going to go into the Indigenous connection with Flint and Embers. Flint and Embers is a cannabis store, but way more than that. So Adrian, I'm going to start with you. I noticed a smudging space here.
Right, yes. So we do try to smudge daily. Before every shift, me or Taylor will smudge either the entire room as well as ourselves and our employees. If we have any incidents in store, it feels safer and it feels nicer to smudge. As well, we allow customers, if they are feeling up for it, they're more than welcome to smudge. If they've had a bad day, if they just feel like they need it, if they've never done it before, we take them through the process as well.
Taylor, too, it's not just the cannabis. I see all sorts of things here.
Yeah, actually, I wanted to make sure that Flint and Embers is closely tied to their roots, and that means helping other Indigenous businesses become successful, helping them with their marketing outreach, helping them with their target audience, and that's basically what we want to do with each other, supporting each other, and that's what all of these consignments are.
So I'm going to ask, has there been any negativity on social media?
No, we've been getting a lot of good reach and engagement with our current demographic, especially the wide range of ages. From 19 to 55 plus. It's good stars all around because we support each other, we uplift each other, and this is coming from a place of the sacred teachings that we embody every single day. Truth, humility, love, wisdom, all of that. And we try to implement that in our everyday lives. And it also comes from a place of like healing with one another, because cannabis is harm reduction, 100%.
Wow. Okay, so that's really good to know from all of this. For all of you working here, what has that meant for you?
Working here has probably been, I think, the best job I've ever had. I started out as a bud tender actually when we opened May 2020, and I've been working here through mat leave. Well, no, I took 10 months off for mat leave, and then I came back and I was social media manager for a time, and now with Dawn Sinclair leaving, I am the store manager, and I have really been loving working here. It feels very positive to be in this space every day. It feels great to know that we're making changes and we're doing the best we can for our community. Yeah.
Taylor?
Well, I'm 100% proud. I'm so proud to be working here. It embodies my alliance with my Two-Spirit, my Indigenous community, helping my peers. That's like the whole reason why I applied here, is to help people, because I genuinely just want to help people. I care about your story. I care if you're in pain. I want to help you alleviate that pain. I want to make sure that you go on with your day smiling. And I studied this inside and out, so I have a huge passion for this industry and this whole business sector.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, I love coming throughout the doors and just like seeing my customers. Hey, do you have a bad day? Yeah, well, let me fix that. I love it. I love being here. I love seeing my customers, and just lifting their day up is just really fun, and I love it.
Well, I am inspired. I felt the warmth and the welcome when I first stepped in, and Taylor's an expert. She wouldn't steer you wrong, and they all want to invite you, Adrian, Kane, to come into Flint Embers, and they're going to make you happy and steer you on the right spiritual path. So thank you once again. Oh, before we leave, some important dates.
May 2020 was the year and the month that we opened. May 20th coming up is actually going to be our 3rd year anniversary of our grand opening, and we're going to be having a hopefully a wide scale event. We're going to be having a new merch launch with new Flint Embers hoodies, hats, pins, stickers, you know, who knows, and it's going to be really fun, and it's going to try and embody everything that we've been talking about today. We're going to try and go back to some Indigenous roots, as well as do good sales for cannabis that whole day. Try and make it the best grand opening anniversary we've had yet.
Well, and that's a great
Yeah.
spill into what I'm going to say. So whatever you do today, maybe it's a visit to Flint and Embers. Go and make it the best day ever. Thanks for joining us here on Hewitt Home, and we'll see you next time.